Good morning, children. It's your math session. So, our today's topic is application of linear equation in one variable. So, in this session, we are solving exercise 2.2 word problems. Let me start.
When we started learning algebra, we used the variables to represent unknowns, isn't it? Then we found expressions using those variables, and now we can equate these expressions and solve for the unknowns. So, let us see how we can use algebra to solve for unknowns in our everyday life. In this session, we will discuss a couple of problems in which we will be given a word statement and we will convert that word statement into an equation and solve that particular equation. Here we are considering the linear equation in one variable. Let us see one example. The question is, the sum of two numbers is 105. If one exceeds the other by 17, find the numbers. Let us start.
After getting a word problem, what we have to do first? We have to see that what is given in the question. Then, if any clues are given in the question, then we can see what we have to find from the question. Isn't it? So first see what is given. Here it is given that the sum of two numbers is 105. Then any clue is given? Yes. The clue is given is one exceeds the other by 17. Means the one number is more than the other by 17. So we have to add there. Then what we have to find? We have to find the numbers. Both the numbers. So that is our unknown values. So that unknown number we can put as a variable. So here what variable we can take? So here we are taking x as the unknown number. So let the one number be x. Then what is the other number? It exceeds by 17. Means x plus 17. Then what is the sum given? The sum is 105. So now we got the equation. Isn't it? So what is the equation? X plus 17 is equal to 105. It's very simple, isn't it? So now you can solve the equation. Now, here you can see the statement form of the solution. So, equation we already got, isn't it? X plus 17 is equal to 105. From that, we can find the value of x. Here, x plus x is 2x. So, 2x plus 17 is equal to 105. Plus 17 is there in LHS side. It will move minus 17 to RHS. So, 2x is equal to 88. So, the value of x is equal to 88 by 2 is equal to 44. So, what we have to find? We have to find the numbers. So, one number we got. Then what is the other? Other number is exceeds by 17. Isn't it? So, the one number is 44. Then what is the other? 44 plus 17. That is equal to 61. So, therefore, the numbers are 44 and 61. If you want, you can check your answers also. So, first put the equation, then put the value of x, whatever you are getting from the solution. So, here also we got in left side 44 plus 61, that is equal to 105. And in RHS, what it is there? That is also 105. Then here LHS is equal to RHS. So, our answer is right. Now we can start our exercise. That is exercise 2.2. Question number 1. If you subtract 1 by 2 from a number and multiply the result by 1 by 2, you get 1 by 8. What is the number? This is the question. Here you can see that some words I have underlined, isn't it? Why? Subtract, multiply, result, get, number, like this. From these words, we can make the equation. Let's see. What we have to find from the question? We have to find a number. Means the number is not given. That is unknown value. So that we can take as a variable. Then here two steps are given. First step, it is telling that subtract 1 by 2 from a number. Means if we are taking x, so x minus 1 by 2. Then after that, whatever answer you are getting, means x minus 1 by 2 is multiply by 1 by 2. That is called multiply the result by 1 by 2. Then what you are getting? It is given that the answer is 1 by 8. Clear? Now we can see the equation. So x minus 1 by 2, that is inside the bracket, then multiply by 1 by 2. That is equal to 1 by 8. That is our equation. Clear? Here you can see the statement. According to the question, x minus 1 by 2, that is inside the bracket, then multiply by 1 by 2 is equal to 1 by 8. We can shift 1 by 2 from LHS to RHS. So here it is multiplying, then divided to RHS. 1 by 2 reciprocal 2 by 1. So by multiplying 1 by 8 and 2 by 1, you will get 1 by 4. So next, x minus 1 by 2 is equal to 1 by 4. Now we have to shift minus 1 by 2 to RHS. So minus will change as a plus. So 1 by 4 plus 1 by 2. We can take LCM 4. So answer 3 by 4. That is our required number. Yeah, the value of x we got 3 by 4. Now we can solve question number 2. The question is, the perimeter of a rectangular swimming pool is 154 meter. Its length is 2 meter more than twice its breadth. What are the length and breadth of the pool? From this question, we have to find length and breadth both. But for length, one clue is given here, isn't it? Breadth, nothing is given. So let's see how to make an equation. In the question, it is given that a rectangular swimming pool, isn't it? So the shape of the swimming pool is rectangle in shape. And perimeter of rectangular swimming pool is given. Means the perimeter of rectangle is given 154 meter. Now for finding perimeter, we should know the length and breadth. Both are not given. But length, you are getting a clue, isn't it? What is that? Length is 2 meter more than twice its breadth. So for that, if you know the breadth, you can find the length. So first, we want to find breadth. Then we can find length. So breadth is our unknown value. No clues are there. So we can take breadth as x. Then if breadth is x, then what is length? 2 more than twice the breadth. Isn't it? Then 2x plus 2. What is the formula of perimeter of a rectangle? 2 into length plus breadth. That is given as a 154 meter. Now we can put the equation there. 2 into, what is our length? 2x plus 2. plus what is breadth? X. That is equal to 154. So 2 into 2x plus 2 plus x is equal to 154. That is the equation. Now we can solve. Here you can see the statement. So here, according to question, we are getting the equation 2 into 2x plus 2 plus x, that is equal to 154. So inside the bracket 2x plus x is there. Together we will get 3x. So next step you can see 2 into 3x plus 2 is equal to 154. Now 2 is multiplying there in LHS side. So that we are shifting to RHS. So what will come? Division. So 3x plus 2 is equal to 154 upon 2. If we dividing 154 by 2, we will get 77. So next plus 2 we have to shift minus 2. So 3x is equal to 77 minus 2. That is 75. Now we have to shift 3. 3 is multiplying with the x. So that will move division. So 75 upon 3 is equal to 25. So the value of x means our breadth is 25 meter. Then what is length? Length is 2x plus 2. So 2 into 25 plus 2. 50 plus 2 is equal to 52. So therefore our length is 52 meter and breadth is 25 meter.
Now we can solve question number 3. The base of an isosceles triangle is 4 upon 3 centimeter. The perimeter of the triangle is 4 2 upon 15 centimeter. What is the length of either of the remaining equal sides? What is an isosceles triangle? Isosceles triangle means their two sides are equal and the base is different, isn't it? So here base is given and perimeter also given. The perimeter of a triangle means the sum of all three sides. Here also the same. Now let me see how to make an equation. For making an equation, we should know what are the things are given or what we have to find. Here also, the base length is given 4 upon 3 centimeter and perimeter is also given 4 2 upon 15 centimeter. So we have to find the equal sides. So for that first we can put the formula of perimeter of an isosceles triangle. That is equal to one of the equal side plus other equal side plus base is equal to perimeter. So let the one equal side we can take as x. Then the same will be the other equal side also. Then base is already given, that is 4 by 3. So now we got the equation x plus 4 by 3 is equal to 4 2 upon 15. Clear? Now let's see the statement. According to question, we got the equation like this. X plus 4 upon 3 is equal to 4 2 upon 15. In next step, we have to convert a mixed fraction to improper fraction. That is 4 2 upon 15 is equal to 62 upon 15. So next step we got 2x plus 4 upon 3 is equal to 62 upon 15. Now we have to shift 4 upon 3 to RHS. So here plus 4 upon 3 is there. It will change as minus 4 upon 3. So next step we will get 2x is equal to 62 upon 15 minus 4 upon 3. That is equal to, here we can take the LCM as 15. So 62 minus 20 upon 15. That is equal to 42 upon 15. So in next step, we got 2x is equal to 42 upon 15 centimeter. Now we have to shift it to 2 is multiplying here. So we have to divide with the RHS. So next step, x is equal to 42 upon 15 into 2. 2 in 42, 21 times. So x is equal to 21 upon 15 in reduced form 7 upon 5 or 1, 2 upon 5 centimeter. Therefore, the length of equal sides are 1, 2 upon 5 centimeter each. Question number 4 is, the sum of two numbers is 95. If one exceeds the other by 15, find the numbers. The same question we have done as an example, isn't it? Only the numbers are changed. So I am not explaining again. You can solve it yourself. But the statement I am putting here. Okay? Here is the statement of question number 4. Let you try to do yourself. Then you can verify your answer. Okay? Now, question number 5. Two numbers are in the ratio 5 is to 3. If they differ by 18, what are the numbers? In this question, it is given that the difference of two ratios is 18. What are the ratios? 5 is to 3. What we have to find? The numbers. So first we can take the numbers as x. Here it is given ratio, so we can put x in both the numbers. So here the ratio will change as 5x is to 3x. Now what is the difference? 5x minus 3x is equal to 18. Then what will be the equation? 5x minus 3x is equal to 18. Here you can see the statement. According to question, 5x minus 3x is equal to 18. That equation we already got, isn't it? Then what is the difference? 5x minus 3x, that is equal to 2x. So next step is 2x is equal to 18. Now here 2 is multiplying with x, isn't it? So 2 will move to right side. So x is equal to 18 divided by 2. So the value of x is 9. Now we have to find the numbers. What is the first number? 5x means 5 into 9, that is equal to 45. What is the second number? That is 3x means 3 into 9 is equal to 27. Therefore the numbers are 45 and 27. Next, question number 6. Three consecutive integers add up to 51. What are these integers? Here, consecutive integers are given, isn't it? What do you mean by consecutive? Consecutive means succeeding, yeah? Successive numbers. So here, if 1, what is the successor of 1? 2, isn't it? Like that. Consecutive numbers means continuous numbers. Let me see what equation is coming. How could we make an equation from this question? Let's see. Here, first we have to find three consecutive integers, isn't it? So first number we can take as x. Then what will be the second number? Plus 1, isn't it? Means x plus 1. What will be third? That is x plus 2.
In the question, what it is given? The sum of all three consecutive integers are 51. So, sum of numbers we can take as 51. Now, we got the equation. What is the equation? X plus 1 plus x plus 2 is equal to 51. Now we can see the statement. According to question, we got an equation. What is that? X plus 1 plus x plus 2 is equal to 51. Here, how many x is there? 3x is there, isn't it? So, adding together 3x. So, next is 3x plus 3 is equal to 51. Now, plus 3 will move right side, minus 3. So, 3x is equal to 48. So, x is equal to 48 upon 3 is equal to 16. So, we got the first number is 16. Then what will be the second number? Plus 1. That is equal to 17. What will be the third number? Plus 2. That is equal to 18. Then what are the consecutive numbers? 16, 17 and 18. Next is question number 7. The sum of three consecutive multiples of 8 is 888. Find the multiples. Here it is given consecutive multiples, isn't it? In question number 6, we have seen that consecutive integers. So there we have taken x, x plus 1 and x plus 2, like that, isn't it? Here but we have to take the multiples of 8, continuous multiples, here table of 8. Clear? So now see how we are getting the equation. In the previous question, we have seen that the consecutive integers, isn't it? So here we are finding the consecutive multiples of 8. So here, first multiple we can take as x. Then what will be the second multiple? X plus 8. What will be third? X plus 16. In the question, it is given that the sum of three multiples of 8 is 888. So here, sum of multiples we can take 888. Now we got the equation. What is the equation? X plus 8 plus x plus 16 is equal to 888. Here we can see the statement. According to question, we got an equation like this. X plus 8 plus x plus 16 is equal to 888. Here also 3x is there, isn't it? So together we can write 3x. 8 plus 16, 24. So LHS 3x plus 24 is equal to 888. Now plus 24 will move right side, minus 24. So 3x is equal to 888 minus 24. So 3x is equal to 864. Now 3 is multiplying with x, so it will move as division. So x is equal to 864 divided by 3. That is equal to 288. So we got our first multiple, that is 288. What will be the second multiple? That is x plus 8. So 288 plus 8 is equal to 296. What will be third? X plus 16. So 288 plus 16 is equal to 304. So what are the multiples? 288, 296 and 304.
Now our session is over here. So thank you.